Hello everyone, and welcome to the Daily Wheel. Today, we brought one of our audience members up to spin for a prize. What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Jess, and I'm from Europe. Sorry, I'm a little distracted right now. When I sat down and looked in my bag, I couldn't find my passport. I can't get home without it.
We'll have one of our team members look into that. Why don't you spin the wheel? All right, let's see what you won.
One free passport.
Here you go.
Hey, this is mine.
Oh, it's a shame you didn't win the locked iPhone 16 Pro. Don't ask why it's locked. It came from the factory like that. Well, more Daily Report coming right up. We'll be right back.
It's the Daily Report with Rudy Evenhouse. Featuring comedy, interviews, and music.
Hello and welcome to the Daily Report. I am your host, Rudy Evenhouse. Trump hosted an event where he set up 2 flagpoles on the White House lawn. Wow, Trump finally has some good polls. I'd make a joke about Biden, but now that he has cancer, I think it would be in poor taste. Just like Trump's steaks. Did everyone have a good 4th of July? That's right. On July 4th, it's your patriotic duty to eat as many cookies as possible because there's nothing more American than becoming diabetic. Crayola introduced a line of fruit snacks. Big deal. I was eating Crayola products before it was cool. Who's ridden in a Waymo? I saw a Waymo car yesterday. Really sad story, actually. It was traumatized after losing its brother in the LA protests. All right, that's it for the monologue. Coming up next, fake summer news. We'll be right back. Welcome back, and welcome to Fake Summer News. All the news, none of the truth. Our top story tonight: people are trying new fad diets to lose weight for the beach. But I say, why stop eating hamburgers? That's why, to stay slim for summer, my secret is to only eat food at Chipotle. That way, I throw up everything I consume so I don't gain any weight. On to some local news. Recently, a dead whale has washed up on a beach in the Bay Area. Perfect, said the owner of McDonald's. We were almost out of hamburger beef. This story has generated theories online that the Lindemar Taco Bell has also made use of the dead whale carcass for their beef tacos. Please, said a Taco Bell representative, we use horse meat. Next up, sports. The local group of friends playing with a beach ball suffered a blistering defeat in their 1-0 game against the Wind. They were scheduled to play their second game tomorrow afternoon, but backed out when they accidentally passed their ball to the dead whale. That was Fake Summer News. I've got to get my tan on. So we'll be right back. Coming up next, an interview with Jess Stewart, who plays Countess Donut in Chicken Wars, Episode 2, Attack of the Donuts. But first, a trailer for the film.
No, in your mouth.
Flower, save me!
We'll be back for you. Prepare to fry.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Daily Report. I am your host, Rudy Evenhouse. Today, we are camping at Memorial Park, and now I'm going to give you a camping-themed monologue. So, we got a new camper, a pop-up camper to camp in, and this is the first time we are using it. We decided to do a scientific study to see which bed was the best. So we decided that we would all try out each bed. However, I suggested that one person sleep on the ground.
So we have a control group, so we have a thorough scientific consensus. So there was a sign on the clipboard that says that ticks cannot withstand the harsh substance of bleach. That's why I make sure to drink plenty of it, so when the ticks bite into my bloodstream, bam, got 'em. All right, we're gonna have some nice woodsy shots, but when we come back, we're going to have tips for good fire starters. We'll be right back. All right, now here's Rudy Evenhouse. I'm going to give you a few tips for how you can get great fire starters. So here are some good things you can use. You know, starting a fire is kind of hard, and sometimes a fire starter can really help. So now I'm going to give you a couple tips of things you can use for fire starters. The tent of an annoying camper right next to you who came in at 2 a.m. drunk and rowdy. And a paper wasp's nest. You see, if it's called a paper wasp nest, that means it's basically the same thing as paper. So it's good for a fire starter. And besides, it'll show those pesky wasps who's boss.
Welcome back to the Daily Report. From Chicken Wars, Attack of the Donuts, please welcome Jess Stewart. You had me going there. I thought you were going to shake my hand. All right, so for those who don't know, Jess Stewart starred as Countess Donut in the second film of the Chicken Wars prequel trilogy, Episode 2, Attack of the Donuts. Maybe you could explain a little bit about what your character is and maybe their background and history.
Yeah, so my character is Countess Donut. She is a donut. She was originally supposed to be a male named Count Donut, but then I got casted, so she became Countess Donut. So, yeah, she's a donut.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's the funniest experience you've had on set?
I definitely love the scene we were shooting of the love affair with the mop, because in the movie, my character has a relationship with a mop, and yeah, and it's just, you know, in the Chicken Wars universe, it's, you know, it's part of the lore that, you know, mops and donuts have the hots for each other. So, yeah.
I don't know, maybe that's because, you know, Donut has a hole.
Yeah, maybe.
Gonna have to look out for you two on the cover of People magazine.
Yeah, that's true.
How did you craft the character of Countess Donut?
Well, I would say I kind of took a lot of inspiration from a lot of villains that I've liked watching, especially in cartoons, maybe female villains. I would say Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender in particular, because I like how she has kind of this like sarcastic snark where it's like this quiet, sinister energy to her rather than being like all outwardly mean. So I think that kind of suited me really well with, you know, the dry, sarcastic sense of humor that I have. So
There you go.
yeah,
So, I hear you have another secret talent. What's that?
I play the banjo.
Oh, really? Well, I just happen to have one here. Want to give it a strum?
Yeah. I can play you a song.
All right. What song are you going to play us?
I don't know.
Whoa, you really don't know how to play the banjo, do you?
Nope.
Ugh. Moving on. I realize I just tried to straighten my tie, but I'm wearing a bow tie, so it doesn't really have the same effect. What was your favorite and least favorite scene to shoot from Attack of the Donuts, and why?
So my favorite is, of course, the love affair with the mop. That was just way too fun to have because I just really ship us, like me and the mop. But also, I really liked the lightsaber duel because I feel like we got some cool shots that felt very realistic to what the lightsaber battles look like on the original Star Wars. So yeah.
Yeah. Lightsaber fight was one of my favorite scenes to shoot as well.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention, I also really liked it because I feel like it was the last scene that we shot, so I feel like we got more kind of comfortable and everything. I was more comfortable in my role by then, whereas in the beginning, it was, I had just gone back into acting, and so I was really like laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
And it was kind of hard to take the lines a little bit seriously, so yeah, I just kept kind of cracking up, and you know that. I kept cracking up, yeah.
After we wrapped, we went to get donuts. Do you think Countess Donut is a cannibal? Would she eat her own kind?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Well, there you have it. Now, I know people have very short attention spans these days, and to sort of cater to that crowd, I've got to throw in some juicy stuff to, keep people engaged in this quite long show for today's audiences. So I'm going to spill some juicy, or at least Jess is going to spill some juicy Chicken Wars spoilers. Will you spill Chicken Wars spoilers for 25 cents?
I don't know about that.
Would you spill the spoilers if I jumped the price to $10?
$20.
$15.
$10, take it or leave it.
All right. So, what spoilers would you like to throw our way?
Well, I have to really think about that. Maybe.
Yeah, we got you under contract, that's for sure.
Yeah.
She knows if she's to sign the non-disclosure agreement.
I can't say too much. Yeah, I think you guys will just have to wait and see.
All right, one more reason to see Chicken Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Donuts. Now, moving on, let's play everyone's favorite game, Chicken Wars or Star Wars. We give you, Jess, a trivia fact, and you have to decide which film series it is from, or if it's from both. There are some trick questions in this one. 3 or more correct answers out of 5 gives you the win. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, question 1. Green screen compositing was used significantly in the production of the prequel trilogy.
I'm going to say that was for Chicken Wars. I'm very familiar with the fact that we used a green screen for most of it.
That's actually incorrect. It is from both the Star Wars trilogy and the Chicken Wars trilogy, significant green screen compositing was used.
So it was half correct. I get a half a point?
All right, well, fair enough. You get half a point. You're at half a point. Let's see. The number 2, the filming for this movie, the second in the prequel trilogy, lasted for approximately 3 months.
I think that was Chicken Wars as well. That sounds about as long as it took.
That's actually incorrect. That was Attack of the Donuts. That was Star Wars Attack of the Clones. Filming for Chicken Wars lasted, per my memory, about a month and a half.
Okay.
Number 3, fight scenes for this movie were shot at a well-known Bay Area college.
That is definitely the Star Wars.
Oh, no. As much as I wish Star Wars were filmed at SF State, no, it was Chicken Wars that was filmed at SF State.
Oh, come on.
Right.
They could have filmed Star Wars at SF State.
Yeah, you got to get on the phone with George Lucas and just do some yelling. Yeah,
I know George Lucas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can bring him right here.
What's your in with George Lucas? How did you meet him?
Okay, I lied about that too. Just like a hand Yeah.
All right. Number 4. This film ended with the start of the Clone Wars.
Okay, I totally know this one this time for real. I believe it was the original Attack of the Clones, Episode 2.
That is correct. So you have 1.5 points. The last question will not give you the win, but hopefully we can bend some space and time and you'll walk away with 3 points instead of 2.5. So the final question is, in both Chicken Wars and Star Wars, These specific movies both had a lightsaber duel that featured two protagonists fighting a villain. Name those two movies.
Well, obviously, for Star Wars, it was The Phantom Menace, with the scene with Darth Maul, because that's the only good scene in the whole movie. So that, and then for Chicken Wars, I really am not very familiar with the other Chicken Wars films. I only know about the one that I was in, so I'm going to guess the one that I was in, Attack of the Donuts.
All right, that is correct. The Phantom Menace and Attack of the Donuts. So, we've got, let's see, that would be 1 for the number 5 question. 2, you have 2.5 points. This means, unfortunately, you do not win. But the prize was nothing. It was for the spirit of the game.
Because participation trophy?
No participation trophies. I am very, very cheap and do not want to pay to have it engraved. All right. That would be about it. That's all the time we have now. So, Attack of the Donuts coming soon, and to take us out, an exclusive behind-the-scenes video about the film's production. Jess Stewart, everyone. We'll be right back.
I might just keep you hostage for now. We'll figure out what to do with you later. Why don't you join us for some tea?
Alright, scene 9B, take 2, mark, and action.
I'll just keep you hostage for now. I'll figure out what to do with you later. Why don't you join us for some tea? I'll just keep you hostage for now. I'll figure out what to do with you later. Why don't you join us for some tea? I'll just keep you hostage for now. I'll figure out what to do with you later. Why don't you join us for some tea? I'll just keep you hostage for now. I'll figure out what to do with you later. Why don't you join us for some tea?
I'd like to thank my guest, Jess, and for all her hard work on Chicken Wars, Attack of the Donuts. Here, as promised, for payment for your filming is your director's megaphone.
Yes.
How about you tell everyone why they should see Attack of the Donuts?
You should see Attack of the Donuts because you don't have a choice, and I'm demanding that you see it, and also because Rudy paid me $100 to say that. So.
Yeah, you know, $100, well spent. All right, Jess.
All right. Bye.
All right, and that is it for the Daily Report. I'm your host, Rudy Evenhouse. Good night. The roses in the window box have tilted to one side. Everything about this house was born to grow and die. And it doesn't seem a year ago to this very day. You said, I'm sorry, honey, if I don't change the pace. sky.